Well, the one proportional.
That's
The one
yeah.
before, like, find first derivative.
Yeah, here.
Oh, well, not now.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
get it
yeah,
ready.
I won't be here the whole time.
Alright, so 56.
Yeah, we got done with A, I think.
Okay, so let's write down what we got real quick.
I'm going to see.
I'm going to see it's 6. So.
Oh wait, no, so we're done with A, right? Like done? Okay. So velocity at 2 seconds is what they're asking. All right, so we have a position formula, right? This thing up here, a distance formula. What we need is to derive from that some kind of velocity formula. And the reason you can take the derivative of this thing and get the velocity formula is because when you derive this, what you get is on this side, d of, and maybe I should do it like this to make it, so you know this is a function, of s of t, and then dx. Or I'm sorry, not dx, dt in this case, because we're taking with respect to t because those are our variables, right? And so what you get is the change in distance with respect to time, right? So how much distance are you covering at a certain point in time?
This for A.
This is for B. Yep. Okay. So that's what velocity is in a nutshell. This thing right here. So we're going to take the derivative, and what we get is, like I said, this. Let me zoom in.
The derivative of that function?
The derivative of this function up here. Okay. So I'll write the function right here. We'll see it real big in a second. T squared plus v sub 0 t plus s sub 0. Okay. So what is the velocity at 2 seconds? Well, in order to calculate that, we need a velocity formula. And so when we take the derivative here, what we get is this. D, the change in distance, or the location, with respect to time, is going to equal this derivative. Well, with respect to t, right, it's just like taking normal derivatives. We pull the 2 down, we get negative 32 t plus v sub 0 is just a coefficient, right? It's some number in front. So we're going to leave it alone and get rid of t, right? If that was 2t, you take the derivative, you just get 2, right? So v sub 0 stays. Where s sub 0 is just a number. It's not a coefficient because it doesn't have a variable to go with it. So it's just a number, which means it goes away. Right? If it was plus 1 on the end there, you take the derivative, it goes away. So now you have your formula. So what's the velocity at 2 seconds? Well, what they're asking is, what happens when you plug in 2? What was our initial velocity? Negative 18, right? Feet per second. Negative 32, when you derive that, you're going to get feet per second as well. So it's all just feet per second when you do all this together, so we're good to go. It's going to be negative 64 minus 18.
How'd you get 18 again?
That was from the original problem. It said our velocity was 18, right?
Okay.
But it's negative because we're falling, right?
Okay.
Direction. So you get negative 64 minus 18, which is going to be negative 74, negative 82 feet per second. And that's velocity. And again, if you don't know what units you need to use for velocity, either A, take a physics class and then you'll know, or B, cancel out units, right? And you'll get feet per second. Okay? The only difference between speed and velocity is direction, and that's where that negative sign comes in, right? You're not moving at negative 82 feet per second, right? You're not, but technically you are because you're falling, right? Questions on that concept? Like what to do? Okay. So what if you end up with a number like 0 feet per second? What does that mean about your object? For velocity, what if you end up with 0 feet per second?
It's not.
Lily, go, go, go. Now's your time. Go, go. I believe in you.
Why does she have a coat on?
Why doesn't she? I don't know, Mom. Why doesn't she?
It's freezing.
You're right, Mom. I should drive safely on the way home. Right? I should drive safely on the way home. I was going to drive like this, but now you said drive safe. I'm going to... 2 hands on the wheel, right? Not today, Jesus. All right, so Always trying to take the wheel of my car. Trust that guy, he's died more than once. Okay? I'm still alive. So, questions on this idea? Oh, no, my question. I asked the questions. What happens if you get an answer like 0 feet per second? Hello?
Gonna hit the ground.
Not gonna help your grade. 0 feet per second.
Gonna hit the ground.
It hit the ground, right? It stopped. It's not moving anymore. You must have waited enough time where the thing fell and dead, right? All right.
So Lexi,
Cute. So nice. Did you get nervous?
Was it high or
Did
low?
you start sweating? Did you flow back your hair real casually?
You got it, man. Work the flow.
commented on my hair. So.
Oh, nice.
Someone you work with?
Nah, it's one of her friends.
Putting a good word for him, right?
Always.
Find the first derivative. Don't worry about simplifying, thank God, right? So, what rule are we going to have to use here? Chain rule, right? We got something inside something inside something. Inception, right? So, the first level is furthest outside. What's the derivative of cosine? Negative sign, because all our cofunctions end up turning negative when we take the derivative. You leave the inside alone. If we get to the end of this and you're still confused, I will color coordinate. What's up, gentlemen? Heard about the triple double last night. Pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Seneca kids. Bunch of losers anyway. All right, so we leave the inside alone. Then we take the derivative of the inside, right? So we multiply it by the derivative of the inside. We don't add it, we don't subtract it, we multiply it, okay? So, what's the derivative of the inside? What's the derivative of x? 1. What's the derivative of this thing?
So X was 5 to the half.
Close. So we're going to rewrite it, right?
Where are we at?
And now it becomes more obvious what we got to do. Well, itself is going to be a chain rule. So the third comes out, positive third. We leave the inside alone, 2x plus 5, and reduce the power by 1. So it's negative 2/3 here. Then we multiply it by the derivative of the last inside, right? 2. And that's it. I won't make you do any more. I know your algebra is bad enough. I want to grade your calculus, right? I'll give you an F on the algebra test, but you know, maybe you'll have a chance in the calculus. Questions on that? Not so bad. Not so bad. Rewrite roots as exponents, guys. Everything will be eliminated. Ready for 58, or are we moving on to the next one? 5/8 it is. Make it big for the camera. Anybody not here from this class?
The one girl you really like.
Abigail. Oh man. Yeah, I got the 2 girls I don't like.
Right.
Darn.
That was it.
No, Fraser.
Yeah, we're just all moving around different seats, huh? All right, so this one. Taking the derivative. Oh no, Fraser. Oh, no. All right, so we're gonna rewrite this. All over x to the 5th minus 5 to the half power, right? So, quotient rule says low d high, high d low, right? Well, low, leave it alone, x to the 5th minus 5, all to the half power, times the derivative of the top, which is 12x squared. In fact, I don't even need the extra room there. And we do minus, top left alone, the bottom, chain rule, right? Negative half power times the derivative of the inside, which is 5x to the 4th. All over. Bottom squared. Well, when you square a root, cancels it, right? So we get x to the 5th minus 5 on the bottom. How do you feel?
Could you also flip the square root of x to the 5th minus 5 to the top?
Absolutely, and then do a product rule. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's cool.
Why is it just x to the fifth minus fifth and not to the half to the?
Because it was originally a root, right? That's what a half means. And the bottom gets squared. When you square a square root. Yep. Good
I
question.
just didn't simplify it.
Yeah, it's cool, it's cool. Yeah, you could have left it to the half and then squared it, right? Put in parentheses. That's all good. That's all I want to see, guys. That's it. That's it. Not making you gonna flip those negative exponents. You know that this goes down here, right? With the 2? Of course you do. Handy skill to know, but I won't make you do it on the final, okay? Someone's got munchies? What you got?
Goldfish?
Goldfish flavor blaster? No.
Yes.
The good stuff.
Only the best.
You forgot a parenthesis.
Who cares?
You care.
I normally would. What about 59? Yes, why not? Is this going to be a do every problem until someone says, "Ah, we don't need this one"?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just keep going. All right, so sine cubed of x cubed over 4 minus 7x. That's cool, huh? So I'm going to rewrite this, and then all will be illuminated. All this means is take sine of what's in the parentheses, right? X cubed over 4 minus 7x. And then you're going to cube it. So all that nomenclature right here means is that do this and then cube it. The reason they don't throw it here is because it looks like now it wants you to cube this and then take sine, right? So they said, we don't like parentheses, we're going to put a 3 here. You like parentheses, trust me, okay? So put it here. Now we know what to do, right? We start from the outside and work our way in. We do a power rule first, so what this becomes is 3 on the outside. I'll write it over here. Everything on the inside